the danger of conformity. He said, Romans chapter 12 verse 2. I want you us to read it together again. He said, do not be conformed. Now, what's the meaning of the word conformed? To be patterned. To be patterned. To have an idea that is tied to a particular way. To become rigid to a particular standard. So when we say you are conformed, you are not free to do things the way you want. It must be according to what? A particular way. This is the word of God is saying that don't be conformed. Don't be boxed to a particular way of the ages, of the word system. And when we are talking about the word, this translation says the age. If you use other translation, you see different word for that word. You know that what this scripture is telling us is that it is your responsibility to unbox yourself from the way and manner society want to place us. I'm going to challenge a lot of things. A lot of things. And it's one of the reasons why we are the way we are. You see people start ministry, it must be on a particular way. If people start business, it must be a particular way. Watch our parents. You can eventually predict how somebody is going to live his life. Don't be conformed to this age. See, it is dangerous. It's not me that is saying it too. If you don't rebel against this thing I'm telling you, let them call you stubborn. Let them call you which one? You are. You should remind me now. You're already in trouble. See, in fact, how do I know you are going to fail in life? When all your family members are comfortable and okay with you. Are you hearing me? From your father to your mother, you are making them happy. When they see Agnes, they say, Agnes, my daughter, she's doing us well. In fact, I already know you are not doing anything serious. How do I know you are going to succeed? When you are a major prayer point doing family devotion. Do you hear what I'm saying? When they want to do family devotion in the morning, then they'll call your name and say, Lord, this is our Pekin. Can we all pray for our brother Daniel? Because this is matter. See, people like that, their chance of succeeding is 80 to 90%. You know why? Do you know why they are praying for you? It's because you are doing something very strange, something that they have not related with before, and because they are not seeing you as the black sheep. How will you wake up and just gather your young people and you say that's what you want to do with your life? See, when they give birth to John, do you notice that God himself say the name of this child is going to be called who? John. What did his parents say? They say in our lineage nobody has had that child before. It's why the angel had to even close the mouth of John's father, because the man is trying to, in other words, the names that they have given to all the children before them were things that they have seen from somewhere, from their lineage. So the moment you are trying to live a life that is not patterned after what they know, you are considered a rebel. See, these are the way men live their life. The moment you want to do something different, even in marriage, no, you are considered. See, recently I had to rebuke myself. There's one of my friends, we grew up together, and honestly, I love the way that girl she does things. I love the way that mindset. That's how I want my wife to be. But you see, when I talk to anybody, they'll say, you cannot control that girl. You don't. They say, no, that one is more than you. And at some point, even myself, I started believing that, and I was like, do you know, one day I start thinking over the whole thing, and I noticed one of the reasons why I was saying no, I won't marry her, or I won't talk, was because I felt this one will be out of my control. This one should be more than me. Are you seeing that kind of devilish something already? If you have a wife, so now the kind of wife that should fit me now, that the society is pushing you to go and marry now, is somebody that will be a mediocre, somebody that will be below you, somebody that can't challenge you to do something tangible. You are okay with that, so you pick that, and then you people are just living your life. So even the day that You yourself, you can't do anything tangible with your life. Your wife, you and her will be okay. People will be going. And this is how our father and our mothers, they live their life. Even when the man is making foolish decision, the woman will follow foolishly. You know why? Because even the woman don't know. So now you see a lady that have seen beyond her current reality and striving towards life. And most time what happens is that their husband or the family, where they say, no, the way you are doing, you are overstepping boundaries. Which one is you want to go to school? Which one is this one? Who have you seen travel before? The way your wife is going, if you don't control her now. And instead of the man to see this as a challenge and stand, increase his own, because what happens is that if you marry a wife like that, it's an advantage to you. It will make you not to relax as a man. Except you want your wife to be feeding you. But because it's a pattern, once a woman is doing more than you now, either she becomes your enemy or you people start having clashes. And I had to rebuke myself seriously on this matter. Do you know what my younger sister has pushed me to do? No, because of her nature of person. Not like she forcefully pushed me, but because of the way she's living her life. It has to make me to stand on the guard. If I'm going to maintain my status as the firstborn, then I have to put in extra work to whatever I'm doing. But if it's somebody else now, he will start rebelling. This issue of conformity, by the time we start going deep into it, you discover that all of us here, we are a victim of what we are saying. Let me give you an instance. Why is it that when you go to meetings where you see other people that are better than you, you are afraid to talk? They ask, we need one person to come out or two people to come out. Have you ever stood boldly and go out before? Why is it that when you stand up, you want to, something will tell you no? Because deep down, something is telling you you are not qualified. It's a pattern the world operates. You must do something according to how they are programmed. Go around Makodi, there's how ministry is run. And you can predict. That's why, sir, when anybody say, I'm going into ministry, the next thing, people start praying for you and start telling you, go and find something to do. You know why? Because it can easily be predicted that once you're in ministry, you are going to be poor. Around this environment, I'm telling you, the way they run it, it's something that you... So even when a lady wants to marry you as a... she's already afraid because she knows this is where we might likely end up. And the few that succeed, watch them. They are the few that challenge the status quo. They do it different. It's not the regular kind of ministry, you know. Look at the school you are going to. Let's be sincere. I can tell you, if you are in BSU, you are in junior Greek, and you follow what they teach you, and you don't do anything different, I can tell you, see, you end up poor. It's not a prayer. Like, if all that you went to school to go and do is what they teach you, forget it. You are not going anywhere. Many people you see them become successful is after they left school, then they start educating themselves differently. Because how it happens, I told you people the other day, I said you can't be bigger than your mindset and your belief system. And where do you get your belief system from? From the things you learn, from the things they teach you. So if you don't go to a place that put a better belief system in you, you're going to be an outcome of where you come from. And that's why this issue of conformity, you must take it serious. See, many of you are chasing after, I want to make money. These are some of the little things you have to deal with first. This environment has already reduced to the barest minimum what success in the average world is. A good government, for instance, see, our environment have downgraded what a good governance look like. In 2026, we are still celebrating things like transformer. We are still celebrating road, flyover. A few days ago, I was watching a clip on was it Facebook also, where people gathered around a flyover. I think it's in Nasarawa State also. That's the first. Benin, right? That's the first they had there. So it became a tourist attraction, a tourist site. See, people from that place, people like that, I'm telling you, they can't go far. If all you live is around that area, because if you are seeing a flyover, or one flyover, it's not even a flyover, it's on that pass or something, as an achievement. If you go to somewhere in China where they have all kind of things here, so you see that we are in serious trouble. This morning, I was thinking something. I said, I'm going to tell you people. Many of you here, one of the first things you need to do, I'm telling you, if you want to help yourself, save money. Save money. Save it. Like 50,000. Just carry the money. Go and pay in a good hotel in town and sleep there overnight. When I'm saying things like this, people will say, why am I talking like this? Sir, some of you have not had your bath in a good bedroom before. And you don't know the impact of that in your life. Some of you have not even traveled outside Benue before. Your starting point, if you're in that class, is not to go and be looking for money. One of the first things, because see, it's going to box you. There are certain realms that you can't think beyond. There are certain amount of figures you can't think beyond. One of the first things you do is look for money, save money and travel. Save. Go and pay for plane tickets and just fly. First of all, let something happen to your mind. Become aware that there's another life outside what you have known all this while. See, the ministry I'm building, or what we are doing here, it might not look so big to people, but see, it's coming from a place of revelation. If all I know before I travel for my youth service as one ministry is all about, you see, maybe I would have closed this church since. Because what I knew as impact, if you are doing ministry in Makodi as impact, is like opposite of what I know now. For instance, look at you people here. You are not even up to 20. But watch the impact of what I'm teaching you now. This clip, people that are going to watch this thing, before maybe by Friday, there will be more than 1,000. So you can see that. And where did that thing come from? Did it come from while I was living here? No. Conformity. I wish I can have time to teach well on this subject matter. Don't be conformed. There is a way society wants to run marriage. Let me digress a little and say something in regards that. Have you noticed when a man comes to you to ask for your hand in marriage, one of the first questions they ask that man is, what do you do for a living? Should we dig deep into that question? Our sister, can you tell us why do the people ask that? But do you know that that whole question itself is tied to is because something is also wrong with us ourselves. Let's be sincere. If a son of Dangote, you know that this person I want to marry to is a first son of Dangote, will you ask that question? Praise God. And do you know where one of the things that I see around conformity in that area is because we have been trained over time to think that marriage is a way to check out of poverty. Why the person now is getting, there are women that are praying now, God, send somebody to come and marry my daughter. Do you know the reason? It's not so that the people can build life together. It's so that the man that is coming can be helping the family. These are basic foundations that if we don't deal with, our society is in trouble. And you know why we are having issues in marriages plenty today? Because what the society divide for you as marriage is different from what the person that make marriage defined as marriage. So the lady wants to marry and then is looking at the man. Can this one take care of me? The best criteria for selecting husband is, did he have the capacity to take care of me? They want to know the kind of car you drive. They want to know the kind of house you live in. They want to know. They are not even looking at tangible character that this person have. So by the time you have all these physical material resources, okay, the person have car, they can't even deep dive again to check character. Because as far as they are concerned, once you have a car, you can take care of a wife. Once you have a house, you can take care of a wife. And by the time you enter the marriage, you discover that there are many people who have cars, who have houses, but they are children, they are boys. Conformity. Should I also look at, we have talked about the area. Okay, let's also talk about conformity in the area of business. Have you noticed one of the questions people ask, or they'll tell you is, find something to do. Go and find something and do. Now, why they are telling you find something to do, it's not so that you make impact per se. It's so that you can just have something to eat, something to survive on. Am I lying? Why are you looking at me like you don't know what I'm saying? See, find something to do, not so that you can make impact, not so that you can change your world. Look at the white. They will see their children small. Once they see that this child can play football. See, Ronaldo now is training his son so hard. You think it's food that is their problem? Can food ever be their problem? Can motor ever be their problem? But the way that guy is training is harder than many of us here. He's training the young boy now so hard so that the boy can play in 2031 World Cup for his country. Meanwhile, the average Nigerian and average African, all they are doing is, let's train our child so that he can get us food. And many of you went to school, you are following that pattern. You are now the retirement plan for some of your parents, and you are following them. See, if you follow that pattern, I'm telling you, you are not going to go anywhere. When you finish doing it, you will transfer the same thing to your child.